What is up, everybody? J Nell here with my UFC 184 recap video. Let's get into it. There's a lot of switch ups, a lot of change ups, and the event turned out to be okay. I got 4 out of 5 of my picks, so good night for me. Let's get into it. First up, I chose Tony Ferguson to beat Gleison Tibau. He did. Now, Gleison took this fight on about 3 weeks' notice, so should note that. And dude, he beat him rear naked choke in the first round. He set it up with a Darce choke. I believe he used that to set up the rear naked choke, something he's been working on. Plus, he outstruck him as well. Dude, Tony, he's hit that. He's on that trajectory, man. He has hit that curve. He's one of Freddie Roach's star pupils. You can tell he's getting a lot of attention. He's coming. He's coming. He's one to watch. Who would you like to see Tony Ferguson fight next? He said he wants to start at the bottom of the top 10 and basically work his way up, so that way there's no doubt. He mentioned Bobby Green. I don't think he was calling him out. I think he was saying his name because he's towards the end of the top 10 there. I think that's a good fight for him, although I do think Bobby has a fight coming up. Let me know if he does not. Let me know who you think Tony Ferguson should fight next. This was a good win for him, and he got a fight bonus. Now, actually, almost everyone got fight bonuses because there was a lot of good finishes, especially in the prelims. Now, next up, I got this pick as well. I chose Alan Jouban to beat Richard Walsh. He did first round with a crazy elbow. Now, this was a competitive match. They were going back and forth, both trading hard shots. Richard, he threw a lot more kicks than I'm used to seeing from him, and they were landing. Body kicks to the head. In fact, honestly, he was kind of winning. Yeah, Richard was kind of winning. Until an elbow landed, clock against the fence, legs went out from underneath him. Instinct only made him stand back up. When the ref actually stopped the fight, I was like, wait a minute, what's up? What's going on? No. On the replay, you saw it. Richard was out on his feet. Pure instinct made him stand back up because he was up against the fence, so his back was up against the fence, and basically his legs just moved him up. That's it. His face, lights out. Good on Big John for catching that, because earlier in the program, I don't know which ref it was, someone let me know, in the Mark Munoz Juan Carneiro fight, sorry for that, Juan choked out Mark Munoz. The ref is looking at him a foot away, if that. Mark is out. And we're talking out for seconds, 3, 4, 5 seconds before the ref stopped the fight. And he's right there. Juan is telling him he's out. He's out. According to Juan, he said he actually let go of the rear naked choke. Look, the ref is there to protect the fighters. And it means just that. Protect them from killing each other. Protect them from ending each other's careers. Not to say that the fighters are malicious killing machines, but it's similar to how track stars run through the finish line, okay? They run through the finish line. They don't stop there. They run through it. The referee is the finish line. If the referee does not stop the fight, those fighters will keep going. They'll keep punching. They'll keep the submission lock on. That's your job. And you didn't do your job. And Mark could have been severely hurt. The man was out, choked out. That is unacceptable in every way. Let me know who that ref was. I don't know who the ref was. Let me know if there was any consequences. He should be suspended, reevaluated, audited, strip searched. I don't know. Everything. That is unacceptable. So good job to Big John for noticing that Richard was out and stopping the fight and saving him more punishment. So I got that fight too. Who would you like to see Alan Jouban fight next? Next up, I got this pick. I didn't get this pick. I chose Josh Koscheck to beat Jake Ellenberger. He did not. He got choked out too. North-south choke in the first round, and it was, second round. It was nasty. He was like foaming at the mouth. Dude, he's 37 years old. I don't want to tell anybody when to give it up, but he didn't look, I don't want to say he didn't look like himself because he's 37 years old now. He's different. But I don't know if the eye is still bothering him. He injured his eye against GSP, really injured the eye. I don't know if maybe he just didn't feel like himself, but he didn't look like himself. He looked hesitant. He looked like he didn't quite know. Maybe he was rocked or dazed the whole time. Not quite sure. Just didn't look good, man. Let me know what you feel about Josh Koscheck. Should he continue? Let me know if who you want Jake Ellenberger to fight next, because this basically got him back on that path. So who would you like to see Jake Ellenberger fight next? And what about Josh Koscheck? Question mark there. Now, co-main event. Highly anticipated debut of Holly Holm against Raquel Pennington. And I'll get to it later. Holly won, split decision in favor of Holly. She it was kind of a dud. I think because the anticipation for her was so high. But look, this was her debut, and she won. Okay, yes, she's a boxer, but as far as MMA is concerned, I believe she had 7 fights, but not at this level, not with this type of competition. She held her own. You can tell she's a kickboxer. Her kicks are fast. Oh my gosh, she threw one down the middle that was a blur. She's not a power puncher. Even in her boxing career, she actually won in mostly decisions. I looked up mostly decisions, so she's not a knockout artist. Them kicks are where it's at for her. She wasn't Raquel wasn't able to land a takedown. Her takedown defense was there. So I actually thought this was a good showing for Holly Holm. Just wasn't what everyone expected. So there you go. She won. Who would you like to see Holly Holm fight next? And Raquel. Who would you like to see both those ladies fight next? Next up, main event. And we saw Miss Rowdy, Ronda Rousey, against who we all thought was her toughest test to date, Cat Zingano, until she beat the girl in 14 seconds. Yes, and it was a really exciting 14 seconds, let me tell you. Cat came out the gate swinging, ran straight, went for a flying knee, didn't get the flying knee, and then she actually took Ronda down, but Ronda immediately reversed the position on the ground, snatched that arm up, armbar, 14 seconds. Cat was so devastated. I was devastated. I didn't really care who won. I picked Ronda, but quite frankly, I just wanted them to put on a good match. That's all. And that's why I was a little disappointed. If you saw the Invicta FC 11 championship event that happened on Friday, I really wish their co-main event, Grasso against Inoue, was this co-main event. If that would have happened, it would have been a home run, slam dunk. But unfortunately, the co-main event wasn't what everyone was expecting, and the main event was only 14 seconds. So it doesn't matter how spectacular those 14 seconds was, people are still going to be disappointed. And you know how... there's a lot of folks who still feel like women shouldn't be in the UFC. There's a lot of folks who feel like women shouldn't be in combat sports. So I was really hoping that they would put on a good show, no matter who won, just to kind of, bat down the haters. 10 female fights can go on. 8 of them can be spectacular. 2 of them duds, and people will focus on the 2 duds and say, see, this is why women shouldn't be in MMA. So I was a little disappointed. I was hoping for just a little bit more. That's all. A little bit more. But again, if you missed the Invicta FC championships, that co-main event, Alexa Grasso against Mizuki Inoue, awesome fight. So it is what it is. Hopefully they'll give the ladies a shot to headline event. Again, Holly Holm was not supposed to be the co-main event. There was a lot of injuries in this card, so it is what it is. I enjoyed it. Let me know if you did. Let me know any injury updates. Let me know how you did on your picks. Talk to me. Take care. And goodbye.